Hello folks and welcome back once again to the Celebrity Build series, and this time we have the amazing Thomas Turgoose. Let's dive right in. Hello there folks, and yes, that's right, it's that time again. It's time for us to kick off the second in the Celebrity Build series. On the first instalment of the series, we built a custom gaming PC for the incredibly funny comedian Tiny Tim. The build featured some real high-end components and two insanely nice monitors by ASRock. The case was then customised by myself and channel partners to become completely unique for Tim, including some custom artwork and etching that was relevant to his infamous nearly 6-year-old Tiny Tim character, and the results speak for themselves.
Wow! Oh my god! Oh my god!
That is me! Have you seen this little bit? What my flipping heck?
Oh my god!
So, following on from the success of that, we decided to carry the series on, and who better for the second instalment than the one and only Thomas Turgoose. Thomas is not only a very good friend of mine and local to me, but he is also an uber-talented actor, most notably known by most for his role in This Is England as the lovable potty-mouthed Sean.
Get me 100 fags, 2 bottles of wine, a bottle of whiskey and 10 cans of lager now.
You know what you're going to have? Nothing.
What?
You know you're not supposed to be in there. Go out, back.
However, moving forward to more current years, he has become one of the most prolific and versatile actors to date. He starred in some incredible roles on some amazing shows and films like this.
You obviously got your mum's looks. It's like a pork scratching. All my life I wanted to see the Red Keep, the Scepter Baler, the Dragon Pit. Then, when I finally make it, they wouldn't let me within a mile of the Red Keep. The Scepter Baler's blown to hell, and the Dragon Pit, it's a damn ruin.
The people who live there.
All that tarmacking, real tarmacking.
Some sort of mutiny.
We need to get to Arcadia.
Maybe put some safety straps on. Maybe not.
He is making waves in the film industry and has lately been having some star lead roles in multiple films, with some due to be released very soon.
You're going to take me to him.
Don't fancy me chances with a guy brandishing a f***ing crowbar dressed like a low-budget Power Ranger.
He's most definitely a name to keep an eye out for. Chances are high that you've already heard of him in some form of capacity before, but if you haven't, then you're definitely going to be looking out for his name in the near future, as the boy is going places. Being a fellow local lad, he is not only making our little town proud, but he's also doing wonders for mental health awareness and charity work. He does huge amounts of work and support for foster work too. He is actually an ambassador for the cause. He is an avid supporter of our local football team, Grimsby Town too, appearing in multiple ads and promotions for the club and regularly showing his support. So before I go into the details of the system we are building for Tomo, which by the way is super unique if you haven't guessed already by the unusual hard case sat next to me, let's take it over to the man himself who has a few words to say.
Hello, I'm Thomas Turgoose. I'm an actor, for those of you who don't know. Gadget Joe is a very, very good friend of mine. Known him for a very long time. He spoke to me probably about 6 months ago and asked whether I was into gaming, what kind of games it is that I like playing, and whether I'd be interested in sort of collaborating and making a custom build PC, like a gaming computer. I used to game all the time as a kid. I used to spend hours and hours and hours and hours on it. But since, you know, getting older, working, I travel quite a lot. So I don't really get a chance to game as much as I used to. But that all stems down to not having a system that I can travel with, really. So Joe has come up with a great idea to custom build me a portable gaming system. So yeah, he's been working on it tirelessly. He's been sort of sending me messages and little sneak peeks about what it is that he's building. I know there's a few surprises in there, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, I guess the idea is, so, you know, when I'm away filming, when I'm on set, when chilling in the trailer, and we've got nothing to do, the idea of having a gaming PC suits me down to the ground. And also, like, when I'm in the hotels and accommodation and whatnot at night, a lot of the time we don't have anything to do that doesn't involve going to the pub and drinking. So having this portable gaming system will suit me down to the ground. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Really looking forward to seeing what he's done. I know he said he's never done anything like this before, so in terms of like the compatibility of what it is he's building. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. So thanks a lot, Joe. I really look forward to seeing it and seeing what we can do. Take care. I'll see you soon.
So as you might have heard there, we are working on something quite unique. When we discuss the build, we quickly come to the realisation multiple factors. The first being that he travels a lot, so he doesn't get a great deal of time at home to be able to fully enjoy the system. Secondly, he just hasn't got the physical space in the family home to put a desk, a full PC build and monitor without eating into usable space. So with those in mind, I spent some time thinking of a solution. One could be a compact, small form factor setup that can be hidden away when not in use, and then adding a projector to the mix too, that can then be pulled down when needed. But that would also mean installing a projector and a screen in a space that doesn't really accommodate it. Another option was a laptop, but that takes away from the whole idea of this series. Anybody could just get a laptop and give it to him, but what good would that do for a series? Nobody is going to want to watch a quick video of me saying, here's a laptop, here's Tomo, and here's me handing a laptop to Tomo and job done. No customization, no engagement, just a quick, boring handover. Well, that got the gears moving in my head to try and find a solution to all of the problems. How could I build something that Tomo clearly wants as he's getting back into gaming without taking up valuable space in the home, and also allow him to travel with it and still get the most out of that system? So with that in mind, the flight case idea was born. What if I took proper full-size desktop components and then installed them into a flight case that he can then carry around with him on his travels, and when he wants to game, all he has to do is simply put the case down, open a lid, and he's good to go. An actual PC that doesn't have any limitations of a laptop chip that can be upgraded if needed, and also repaired if needed. Don't worry, Tomo, I'll look after that for you if it comes to it. And it can also be used to game on, or even do some work on if he wished to do so. Plus, he can take it with him and play on his shoots in the hotel or even at home. Obviously this all sounds fine in theory, but there's a good reason that these are not done very often. There are multiple channels that have done this, but they have proven it's not the easiest task. It's something I've never done before too, but I'm always up for a challenge and I'm super excited to do this one. The first roadblock we have to work out an answer for is, how do we get a full PC into a case like this, with a monitor and a keyboard and a mouse too? Well, we're going to have to look at smaller components such as mini ITX boards, which have all the functionalities of a standard size larger motherboard, but at half the size. We need a smaller power supply, which we have with this small form factor PSU. We also need a smaller graphics card, but not too small that he can't game on it. We also need a small, tiny monitor that's going to fit in here, but we also need to make sure that he's not going to lose out on any gaming performance here. Then the biggest factor is, how do we get all of this to not only fit in, but also to secure into place and be strong, sturdy, and be able to withstand being moved around in a car boot and more. It's also needs to be able to remain cool too, which is super important as a hot PC is an unhappy PC. So with all those things looming over my head, I have some answers. This is likely to change, but I've got some good ideas that will pretty much answer every question. This first video will showcase the components that I'm using, which I'll get to very shortly. The next episode will be how it's all made. I'll document any issues I encounter along the build process and the solutions to those issues. And then the final installation, and of course some fancy B-roll footage of the completed build itself. That episode will release in a few weeks, as I'll be releasing it after I have presented the system to Tomo, so that I don't ruin the surprise, because I've got some very unique custom surprises lined up for the customization of this build. The third and final episode will be released the following week of the second video, and that will be me handing it over to Tomo and revealing the completed build to him. It's going to show his reactions and show some real-time use of it all too. Now that we know what's going on with the series, let's look at the components we have to work with. Bear in mind that these are not going to be real high-end latest hardware choices, because this all has to be able to display on a small monitor, but also we're limited on the sizing. For the build we have in mind, everything we have here will work perfectly and provide Tomo with an exceptional gaming experience. Let's begin with the motherboard. We have the ASRock A520M ITX AC, provided by the awesome folks over at Back to the Office. This is an AM4 mini ITX board with NVMe support, Wi-Fi connectivity, and support for up to 64GB of DDR4 RAM. Most importantly, it's super tiny. The CPU, also provided by Back to the Office, is the AMD Ryzen 5 Pro 5655G, a 6-core 12-thread processor with an impressive 3.9 GHz base clock speed. This chip does have integrated Radeon graphics, which could technically play games, but we're going to be adding a dedicated graphics card to the build. Next, we have the storage and memory for the build, with AData coming in clutch here by hooking us up with a whopping 2TB of storage with their XPG Gamix S70 Blade Gen 4 NVMe drive. It's a real high-end drive with some impressive read and write speeds of up to 7400 and 6400 respectively. This is not only going to give plenty of space for lots of games, but also allow them to run efficiently and quickly. The RAM is their XPG Gaming D35, 32GB of DDR4, and it's a super stable RAM kit running at 3600 MHz, with some high quality IC chips to enable the system to run super smooth and efficient. 32GB is probably on the higher end of what this system needs, but it's very welcome to ensure he never encounters any real issues. These kits are also great due to their low profile heatsink design too, which is ideal for the space constraints that we have. And now we're going to need a graphics card to run the games properly on this setup. And ASRock pulled through here by sending over their challenger AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT card. It's a fantastic performer with 8GB of VRAM, powered by RDNA 4 for advanced ray tracing and enhanced AI accelerators to make gameplay buttery smooth and lag-free with minimum latency. What's more is this is a smaller card. It's not the smallest card available, but it's relatively low profile and shorter than other cards, meaning it will fit nicely in our system. It does have RGB, but for our build that's going to be turned off. Powering all of this is going to take a strong power supply, and for that we have the SF850X sent over by Antec. This is a small form factor, tiny PSU that is fully modular, 850 watts, ATX 3.1 and PCIe 5.1 ready too, with an 80+ gold rating. This will provide all the power and much more to run the build. Obviously we're going to need a screen for this build so that you can actually see what he's doing, and that's where this comes in. Sent in once again by Back to the Office, the AOC 16G3 is the perfect fit for this build. It's a portable monitor that is super slim and lightweight. It's ideal for mounting inside the lid. It's 15.6 inches too, so not too small at all, and it fits in nicely. We don't lose any quality here though, as this thing is a full HD display with an impressive 144Hz refresh rate, meaning the visuals will be buttery smooth. We were also sent over this by Streacom, the company that makes insane passive fanless cases like the SG10. This is the BC1 version 2, and it's essentially a bench table that is traditionally used for benchmarking hardware, but in this build it should provide the spine for the entire system, providing a super strong, solid and secure base for mounting our hardware too. This thing is a work of art, constructed by a single piece of 8mm 5052 grade aluminium. It's lightweight but has some substance to it at the same time. We won't be needing all of the parts on this, but it will make a perfect foundation. I do want to give a special shout out to Target Components too for helping source the RAM, SSD and the graphics cards through the relevant companies. Obviously we're going to have other parts too added to it, like keyboards, mice, fans, cooling solutions and speakers, but those are all additions during the build process. I am currently searching for the perfect low profile keyboard and trackpad combo to go in this that will be, in an ideal world, removable too. All the finishing touches of this build will be done to make it look super clean inside, completely custom made but well finished to really wow whoever uses it. I wanted to look into the possibility of a battery for this thing, so it's super portable, but the reality is that it might not be possible. But I'll make sure that it comes with a decently long power cable so that he can simply plug it in and go wherever he is. Alternatively, if anybody watching can offer any ideas or contributions to power delivery in the comments, feel free to let me know and we're going to chat. All of this is going to be built inside of this. Well, technically, it will be going into a brand new one that I have. This old one is going to be used for dry fitting, test cutting and all of those sort of things. Obviously it's going to be cut up and it's going to be chopped up a little bit, so the new one will be perfect for being installed into that at the end. I've got some custom work lined up too to make this thing really unique to Tomo. It's not going to be garish or toy looking. The end goal will be clean, modern looking and classy. After all, he wants to be able to take this with him and not be embarrassed by an RGB unicorn case. This thing will not only allow him to play any game he wants to, wherever he wants to, but it will also grab the attention of anyone near him that sees it. I've got my work cut out for me on this one, hence the reason it's going to take me a few weeks to get it all finished and done properly. But the end result is going to absolutely blow you away, I promise that. I need to really spend some time looking into every option to make this work. Do I have it the traditional laptop style clamshell, opening with the system in the base here and the screen on the lid opening like a laptop? Or do I have it so that the case stands tall and the lid contains the keyboard so that he can use it with a monitor mounted here? All of those options will be clear in the next video. So if you've made it this far, thank you. I'm very excited about this build, as I know Tomo is too. It's taken a lot of work, time and effort to get everything that I needed for it. So I would hugely appreciate a quick click on the subscribe button if you could. It's completely free and then you'll get to see the second update when it goes live by doing so. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Constructive ideas and suggestions are always welcome. Or if you just want to discuss where you have seen Mr. Turgoose from before, then go ahead. With all that in mind, I'm going to get my creative cap on and get cracking with this build. I can't wait to see you in part 2, and until the next one, it's goodbye from me.